Hello, buddy, and welcome to the limited use challenge. Now, I'm going to explain myself a bit here because you're probably confused what you mean by what is limited use. I'm going to hop straight into the first mission. So, the short way of saying this is that I've given myself every weapon in the loadout ender. I've gone just straight down the list from page 1 to until my inventory is full. And this is the solo mod, by the way. So I have one pig with just a full inventory, but all my weapons are one-time uses. So once we get in here, I'll explain a bit more. So obviously, all my weapons one use. The idea of this is when I use a weapon, I lose it, and then I have this many weapons to get through the mission. So when I complete the mission, the weapons I have left over will transfer to the next mission. However, the weapons... I won't just come into the next mission with less weapons. I will come into the mission with the next weapons in the list. So any weapons that have passed the rocket launcher I will have in the next mission will replace any weapons I use in this mission. The goal for this is to complete each island with the limited amount of weapons that I am allowed to have, which I think I counted out to 45 I can use. That is because I'm not going to give myself the healing hands because that's completely pointless. I can't use that other than healing the enemy, which is completely against what I need to do. So, once you see the F-Lane airstrike in my weapon, in my loadout, that's when I'm on my last weapon. That's the last weapon in the list. So every time we complete an island, though, we will reset back to this loadout. We get all of our weapons back, but the goal for each island is to complete all of them within the amount of limited weapons that we have at our disposal. And that's why I chose Air Strength, because I don't have to mess with anyone else's inventory, just its. And as an added bonus, every mission I complete, I will get 5 more HP, so I'll have 55 HP in mission 2. That does mean I am still allowed to pick up upgrades during the mission, though. I'm just not allowed to pick up weapon upgrades. The only time I can pick up weapon upgrades is when I will completely run out of ammo. So, let's say I get to like mission 5, but I run out of ammo. I've used all my weapons that I have. I'm allowed to pick up weapon upgrades then. But as long as I still have a weapon in my inventory, not counting the skeleton, obviously, I am not allowed to use anything else. So I go right now. Do I just use the sniper rifle to kill him? Do I use this? To try and hit double. Trying to hit 2 people. That's the decisions I gotta make here. I am gonna go ahead and use the sniper rifle. Because I could get a double hit later on with the heavy machine gun. And I will be making sure to know what weapons I have in my inventory and change them between missions. That's going to be the whole the very interesting part for this, is just figuring out what all do I need to get to each mission. What do I save for the next mission? And hence why the team name is Low Ammo. I think I'm going to use this. Try and push him towards the water and then use one of the other melee weapons. Because we got quite a few melee weapons to get through here. The first mission of every island is actually going to be the worst one because we're limited. Because we only have melee weapons. Or our strongest weapon does 50 damage. Okay, yeah, we can use a different melee weapon to finish you off. And if this guy would like to be close to the water, that'd be great, but I doubt he will. Actually, I could want that. He wants to stay there. Dang. I was gonna say, if he stays there, I can use the sword to hit him into the water and maybe just use mostly melee weapons to finish this mission. Which I think I still can, but it's not gonna be that much. Ooh, please. Thank you. See, that worked out. So I can get rid of all my melee weapons and finish this mission still. I don't think I've ever seen the AI actually just detonate the whole grenade in their mind space. But whatever. It was a little perfect load too. So I'm gonna use my last 3 melee weapons to take care of this guy so I can save most of my bullet weapons. Alrighty. So yeah, I'm really gonna have to think about what I use per mission here. Because it's like, if I had a bayonet, that'd be perfect now. I don't have that anymore. I won't have any melee weapons after this mission. I don't plan on saving any for this first island, because I don't feel like the first island's gonna be that difficult. Especially if I do end up with the airstrike on mission 5, because I can basically use that to get a triple kill. But, there we go. Mission 1 completed. So, you guys don't need to see the menu screen, so by the time we come back, we'll just be at the loading screen for mission 2. So, I'll be back in a second. And we're back to mission 2 now. I've replaced all my weapons, gave myself the extra 5 HP. And you see, now I have guided missile, missile notes for reloading, tranquilize, all this fun stuff now. So I think, honestly, I'm just gonna use this right off the bat here. Just to get him out of here. And then just basically use my other weapon. This mission's actually probably gonna go faster than the first mission because we have much stronger weaponry. But yeah, that's gonna show you like the first mission of every island. I'm gonna have such a bad loadout to work with. So like, if we eventually get to mission 21, what am I supposed to do about that? I'm not gonna use the tranquilizer yet, because I don't feel like I need to. I feel like the tranquilizer might be one of those weapons I just hold on to for a long time. And now there's only one enemy left. It's gonna take, some of these missions I do realize it's gonna take me longer to edit the loadout than it will to actually complete the mission, but that's the whole point of this series. Just to see how many missions I can get through before I run out of weapons. If I can do every island before I run out of weapons. Which it does mean I will be cheating mission 21, or not 21, 25 almost guaranteed. I'll have to cheat it. Use high explosive on this guy. I could try like the super shotgun, but I don't feel like I can get him into the water where I want to. So there we go. We used 3 weapons, completed the mission in 3 turns. So now we gain 5 more HP, and we'll be back in mission 3. So, be back in just a moment once again. Alright, mission 3. Let's see how this goes. Once again, give you an update on the info. There you go. We got auto grenade, freeze gas, and madness gas. Which, the madness gas, I feel like we can do some stuff with. But honestly, at the same time, don't think it'll be that useful for this map specifically. However, at the same time, I feel like I could get a lot done with the freeze gas if I can throw it right. I'm gonna try it. Just because I'm the first island, I'm not gonna struggle. If I struggle, that's a problem, because I have way too good a loadouts for what I normally have. Okay, that wasn't supposed to hit just you. But because it did, that gives me an excuse to go with the shotgun. I should not have gotten this close. Oh well, I picked up the health. And we are at 60 HP, but now we're down to 49.1. Actually, no, we're just above 60 because I picked up the health. Boy. Alright, that was a way better shot than it should have been, considering the level we're on. Oh well, I can still run. I'll go get the other health kit. Will I use the cluster grenade now? I might go ahead and use the cluster grenade. But I will pick up these health crates first. And I could use the mist or just get out of the way. That's the whole thing. Like, the healing weapons are gonna be nice, but they're also gonna be really annoying to have taking away inventory. Just like these grenades are actually really annoying as well, so I'm gonna chuck them at this guy. Get rid of the grenade and the pistol. Just because I kinda need to. I don't want these weapons in my inventory. Unless he gives me an opportunity to give it the machine gun, which I will take. Yeah, I'm gonna give it the machine gun. And I'm uphill, so that should reach. Never mind. Ow. Sorry. Alright, machine gun, goodbye. And then I'll take care of the gunner. Then I'll take care of the gun. I want to be a bit close to this guy, but not enough that I'm blocking the shot. Sorry about the interruption there. Still having those and expected to continue for a little while. Either way, let's get out of here. 1 kill plus maybe a little bit of damage on that guy. I think he got pushed a little too far away. Yeah, dang. Alright, I'll take care of this guy next, actually. He is the bigger threat. If you want to overshoot that, it'd be great. No. I'm alive with 1 HP. I don't like that. I really don't like that. So, I do need to use this though. I gotta get as far away as I can though. So this gaunt hopefully doesn't hit me. Who would have guessed? Mission 3 I had to heal. Because the gunner is just overall is all hit over 60 damage. Which is normally he hits like 20 damage at most. So, call me surprised. And yes, I'm literally gonna go back as far as I can, because I can hold it back. But just so this gun doesn't hit me. Right, period. Alright, don't hit the blimp, please. Cool. Because the grunt I can take 2 hits from. The gunner I can take 1. Technically I can take 2 hits, but it's just gonna be easier if I get away from this guy. He does 0 damage, and then I just have to fight the... just take care of the gunner, and then I can take care of this guy pretty easily. Unless he wants to path all the way to me and just ruin my day. Seems like exactly what he's doing. Like, what the heck? Don't grab the cluster grenades. You don't need those. He's grabbing the cluster grenades. Okay, no he's not. Like, he path... no, not this turn at least. He might grab next turn. But what the hell? I've never seen them path that far. On like the second turn. So now I'm in kill range of him, which is not good. I gotta take care of this gunner, no question about it. I'm gonna put that away so I don't accidentally tap X. And ruin my turn. I'm gonna run as far away as I can. And then take care of this guy. And hope that the gun can't reach me. And hopefully I actually take care of this guy in 1 cluster grenade. It's 75 damage. It isn't that hard. Well, it shouldn't be that hard, but you know. Put the pressure on, you can mess up a cluster grenade pretty easily. Alright, what are you gonna do then? At this point you can have the cluster grenades because I'm out of range here. Unless he can path his way back over there in time. I don't think he can, though. Yeah, no, he's kind of stuck here. Cool. That still got way closer than it should have. Like, what the heck? Alright, not gonna take any risky shots. We'll just get close and take it home. Like, what it is. Because I don't see myself using this. I don't think those... the next mission does have some flat spots, okay. Let's go to the wall grenade. Wall grenade's just too funky to kind of throw that distance. Because I'm not used to flamethrower next level to get some very good damage with the flamethrower. Or the flat ground. Alright, see you in the next mission. And back at mission 4. Got some more high explosive weapons this time though. And we're up to 65 HP. So we can take a bit more damage this time. Getting out of range of that first book. Yeah, see, we got a lot more. Especially the grenade launcher. Yeah. And we were gonna eventually have the grenade launcher, but it's still always disappointing to see it. Like, this is just not a good weapon. No matter how you try to use it. Right, it is decent, but there's so much better options. Goodbye. Alright, you might be able to reach me. Nah. I was gonna say, if he throws it at the right angle, he might be able to hit me, but nah, let's bounce straight in the wall. Okay, well, didn't go in the water, but still close enough. Shrapnel grenades. Shrapnel grenades I am worried about. Specifically because they're very hard to use. Or they're very tricky to use. And I have not practiced these things in a while. I should because the league's coming up. And we've seen in the last few times I've tried to use shrapnel, max damage I've gotten is 30. Alright, this is a little bit Jake. Huge. I got 2 madness gases though, or we got 1 madness gas. You face this way. You can face this way too. Try to hit it double. Madness gas. Don't think it'll be too difficult, but you know, we'll see. Now I could have gotten that other guy to just hold on straight into the mines, but I wasn't smart enough to do that. Get the guys both from water at least. That might be a double kill. It is double kill. We'll take a little bit of damage too, but you know, double kill, madness gas, I'll take it. Especially since you're both from water kills. That's not easy to get. And you, sir, will maybe get here first. Good try. No, he won't. I don't know what that is. I want to get rid of some of these weaker weapons, so I guess I'm going to use this. So I know he's not going to go in there, but that means I got rid of that at least. And if this guy wants to throw a grenade, it could take care of his buddy. Okay, if he detonates and hits me, he should hit his buddy as well. And we just get him within like pistol range. Yeah, there we go. Which is pretty much exactly what I wanted, because I don't really want to use anything stronger than the pistol to take him out. And I still have the pistol. And the rifle too. So now it's just me and you, Grunty boy. And that's your last grenade. Why are you throwing that full power? Whatever. Alright, I'll use my rifle. Just to get rid of some of these weaker weapons, finally. And because I did not use the flamethrower, I guess I'll use the prevention off. Oh no. Alright. Flamethrower coming in. Goodbye. Push the water. Yes, yes it did. Alright, that wasn't too bad. So, see you mission 5. Alright, I did realize on the last mission I did accidentally have the medical dirt still, so I have replaced that. I apologize. First episode I've already messed stuff up. So you can see our inventory is kind of stacked right now. But we don't have any airstrikes yet. That's okay. We have plenty of other... this first round is never going to be a problem. Although, to be fair, I believe we only had about 7 weapons left by the end of this. So we weren't actually that far away from running out of weapons. Sure, I'll use a gun missile. There we go. Good productive first turn. I know he's gonna pick up the health, but you know. Got these guys all nice and close together, which is really all I needed. Alright, what are you gonna do? Alright, that's enough. So we have enough of weapons that reach for 20 inches. I should say like close to 20 feet, but you know. Depends on how far you want to measure in this game. Alright, just to be safe, I'm putting down a save state because if this crashes the game, I'll just reload and use a different weapon. Take care of these two. Okay, it did crash. Sometimes when you get a multi-kill with Super TNT, it will crash because that's so much more fun for the game to handle. Come on, man. Poison. You're not aiming at me, you're throwing a point. Yes, okay. Interesting, interesting. Didn't reach down still. Alright, whatever. Let's go take care of business. So you, I believe, I don't know what TNT got to you. Got your number. I would use a super shotgun, but he's so low I can't really hit him. And this is if he goes in the water, actually. Which I don't think I've got the right angle for it. Maybe. Yeah. Alright, so one guy left. I have a super shotgun. I have plenty of weapons to take care of a scout. Even if he does hide. Alrighty, buddy. You know who still has a super reverse? This guy. You know who doesn't have much longer to live? That guy. Goodbye. And he didn't even drown. He actually stayed up there nice. But that's it. Did not need any extra weapons for this. We got the job done. So, I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you next week for the next hour. Bye-bye. Yes, I'm gonna let him dance. He deserves it. Monty deserves this win.